hot like we bringing 88 back. They shooting. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They shooting. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up.
15 minutes of fame in the bar exam on with us tonight. What's happening, man? You ready to talk battle rap?
Yeah, let's talk battle rap. You know, that's all I do. I watch battle rap every day.
Word.
You know, so what's going on tonight?
Well, I gotta ask my first question, man. A lot of people in the media, I don't know. Do you consider yourself media, or do you consider yourself like in a different realm of battle rap?
It's a little bit of both because the team that I roll with is a media team because 15 Minutes of Fame does a lot of media coverage. Do a lot of interviews, do a lot of stuff like that. But I feel like I've created my own lane within that media. You know what I mean? Because the only other person that was even close to doing what I'm doing right now was like Jay Black. But even at that point, he was still doing like battle rap coverage. You know, me, I'm bringing something fresh to the table, just something different for us to watch. Because after a while, it's only but so many times you can hear somebody talk about who's dope and what this battle look like. Trying to bring something different to the table.
Word. Okay, word up. Now, as far as your favorite battle, because I know Chantal got some questions for you. As far as you say you watch battle rap every day, who are you watching the most of right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm watching K-Shine a lot. I think K-Shine has done a lot in these last year and a half. From where he started to where he's at now, I think he's done tremendously. I think he's one of the top 5 performers right now. When you look for performance, you definitely think Hitman. You think of Suge, but K-Shine is a phenomenal performer. I think he executes every time, except against Wavy. I think he had other issues on his mind against Wavy, but other than that, I think he does an amazing job when it comes to being entertaining.
Okay.
No, you just recently had him on a show. That's correct.
Yeah. We had the whole not the whole NWX, but DNA was there, Rain, the Saga, and Sean. We had them all on bar exam. It was a great episode. I think they were really fun. You don't expect that from somebody like K-Shine, who always you see him barking on the battles, but you watch him on the game show. It's all love, it's all fun. So it definitely was.
I caught those bloopers. Those bloopers were hilarious. I loved that. It was really nice to see all of NWX just joking around like that, and I like to see that other people made fun of the voice other than me.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody makes fun of the voice. I think a lot of people give me a lot of flack on it because they say, well, I don't dress like the voice, and the whole concept behind the voice is to make fun of everybody who does it. Your Pat Sajaks and your Alex Trebek. They all have that game show host voice, and for me to dress like I dress and be from where I'm from and put that voice on, I thought that was just a funny spin to it. But a lot of people give me flack on it. They hate it. But what you want me to do?
Oh no, it is definitely entertaining in my opinion. It is perfect because especially going through those bloopers. If anybody hasn't seen them, you hear him go and he's telling the guys, okay, well, and and this count is going to go into the show. And he's talking normal, and then they go live, and all of a sudden it's this brand new voice. Can you do the voice for us real quick?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Guy Feltherthy, and welcome to another episode of the Bar Exam Game Show here on 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Every time.
It's funny because even when I'm in the streets, and I run across fans, and I'm at events and I run across fans, and then they go, "Guys, oh man, can I talk to you for a minute?" And I start talking, they go, "Oh, you don't really sound like that?" And I go, "Nah, I don't really sound. I don't sound like that at all."
People really think you sound like that, huh? You just walk around talking like that all the time.
Nah, I only do it for the show, or if a fan asks me to do it, because I have people like, let's do a quick video, and can you just do the voice? Or I had Head Ice just hit me up. He wants me to do a drop for his album. He wants me to do the voice for his album. So only when it's required. I don't do it on a regular.
Well, that's good to know.
Do you get tired of doing the voice?
Oh, all the time. All the time, especially when we're going through takes, because I might slip up, or I might not do the voice as I should project it, so we got to do it 2 or 3 more times, and we have to do all these different takes, and after a while, it does get repetitive, especially since it's not my voice. So it's hard for me to, to keep doing it over and over and over and over again. But, it's a business. It's part of what I did. I created it. I can't go back now,
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's right. So I have a couple of questions. You guys are in your 4th season, correct?
Say that again?
You're in your 4th season currently?
Yeah, we're in our 4th season, about to finish up. We got 2 more episodes before the season's over. I got some surprise stuff that I'm trying to put together. Everybody keeps asking me for Jay Black, Chris Unbiased, an Angry Fan, but that's just always been a complication from day one.
Oh, I can imagine. So whose original idea was the bar exam? Was that your idea? Did you get approached by somebody? How does that all come to fruition?
The owner of 15 Minutes of Fame Radio, we all had sat down and we talked about what could we do for 15 Minutes of Fame as far as branching out, making new content, getting something fresh. And he said, we should do a game show. And I was like, well, who's going to be the host? He says, the funniest person I know. And I go, who's that? He goes, you. And I go, I'm not doing a game show. I was like, that's a terrible idea. And, and I thought, honestly, I did not think it was going to work. I didn't think it was going to work because we were still kind of fresh as a company. A lot of people in the battle rap world still wasn't as familiar with us. So it was a transition, and I was just my more concern was making sure that we got enough content and people coming to do the show. But once we broke ground with Clips, DNA, and Goods, that just pretty much opened the door, and then everybody saw that, and they just calling us, like, oh, yo, I got to be on this, yo, I'm better than them, I'm better than them, and it just worked out really well. So. We on season 4. We get sponsors. We do pretty well now. We on a mini tour. We about to do. I don't know if I can do my shameless plug now, but we'll be in Detroit. We'll be in Detroit on November 7th. We'll be there for the battle out there, and then the next day there's gonna be a live bar exam with a live audience.
Very cool.
It's going to be the first time we did it. Shout out to Quest McCody and Mark Juan for reaching out to me and my team and telling us they want us to be a part of this. And, we working on that, and then you'll see us again in Chicago 2 weeks after that. We'll be in Chicago. We might be doing another live bar exam out there. I'm still working out the logistics and everything with Miss Gracie, but it's looking good. It's looking good. I got a lot of support from big people in the battle rap industry, and I think that was the biggest thing for me is making sure that we was respected for what we did, and not people just like all these leechers. We don't want to be culture vultures. We want to embrace the culture, just bring something new to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yo, so I gotta ask you, like, from season 1 to season now, the bar exam, how much fun has it gotten, and what was your favorite episode?
Hold on. Yes, I know I'm filthy. Thank you. See, even when people see me in the streets, they want to tell me. It's all love. Well, it depends. My people think that Clips, DNA, and Goods was the all-time episode, it was probably one of the funniest, but I had a lot more fun with Tay Rock, Ty Law, and Danger Zone. When they came up, they all drove up from Baltimore, and it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and everybody was tired, but then we all kind of unwinded, and it was just so much fun, especially to see Rock outside of his element. And what he does, and then to see him on the show, and him just be a totally different person and just hysterical. I think he's so funny. But as the season goes on, I start to enjoy it more, and I start to find my ground because right now, I'm comfortable. I understand what we did back then and what I can do in the future. So it's better. We upgrade every season. We always try to put something new. Now instead of us ringing in bells, we actually bought these digital buzzers, which I think has been great for us because there's a lot of issues with the bells. The bells. If you see a lot of the footage, the backstage footage stuff, it's always about the bells. Oh, I rang the bell first. I rang this. It's always. So it's definitely more fun than it used to be. I tell you that.
Word up.
I'm curious about the production of the bar exam. How much time does it take from the beginning of the recording, you get all 3 battle rappers, all 3 whomever you're having in the studio. How long does it take from that point to the time that you publish it to YouTube?
It really depends. So each episode, once the battlers get there, that's my thing is we take a lot of time on travel because of where we're located. A lot of people either don't know how to get to us or, they feel like we're really far, especially if they're coming from, like we had Sharon come in, and he came in from Canada. So it all depends. But once we get you there, filming usually takes about 2 hours. Give or take a few, because it depends on if, I'm not going to say anybody's name, but some people like to have some influences in between takes, or whatever. And once we get the footage, we try to develop it within that week, but we also want to make sure that we don't overload you with the content, because we also have interviews and other things that we put out from 15 Minutes of Fame. So we try to give you a little bit of that, and we also, it's all about timing too. I don't know if you guys noticed lately that now, since we got our foot in, we wait until a prominent battle's out. Like, we dropped the NWX episode right after Summer Madness, which was perfect timing because the buzz was there, the BET Awards had happened, a lot of that was going on, so now we're getting a lot more traction from all that because people are Googling these guys' names, and then that comes up too. They go, oh man, they was on this? What's this? And then they click it, and, they watch it. So usually it takes about a week.
About a week? Pretty good turnaround time.
Between the editing and, everything, usually about a week. Sometimes we have audio issues, which kind of pushes us back a little bit. But other than that, I would say about a week.
Good. Now, do you skim battles when you're looking for these questions? Do you sit with your battles, with a notepad? What do you come up with?
In all honesty, it really depends on who's coming. Because what I usually do is I have a notepad in my phone that has a zillion questions. And then what I do is from those, I kind of skim through what I have there and then try to orchestrate the best questions possible for who I have. So, like, for instance, when I had Math on, I had to make sure I had a Bonnie question on there because I know the controversy between him and her. When you see his face, it just makes for good footage for him to, for him to react and, stuff like that. So I watch battles, I would say 6 to 8 hours a day.
Jeez.
6 to 8 hours a day, and that's new battles and old battles. Sometimes I rewatch the same battle maybe 2 or 3 times a day, depending on what it is, because I want to make sure the question that I ask is relevant enough that you'll know it, but good enough that when you hear the question, you go, oh man, I should have known that.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, where do you see yourself and the bar exam going in 2016? Because we're ending here in 2015. You guys have done pretty well this year. Where do you hope to see your guys' show at the end of 2016?
Well, 2016, hopefully I'll be able to branch off to the next show that I'm trying to work on. We're trying to do 2 separate shows now. I don't want to get into too much of the detail because we don't have anything finalized, but I'm definitely working on another separate show, kind of piggybacking off the bar exam, but it's going to be a different concept. Like I said, I can't release anything right now because of the contract, and but it's going. I promise you, it is going to be phenomenal. The idea that I put together with my team and what we're going to do with it, I think it's going to be amazing. The response from the fans is going to be amazing. Like, because I listen to a lot of the fans, when they reach out and they say, well, you should do this, you should do that, and I take from that, and we have something really, really big. Hopefully, we can get it rolling in 2016. And right now, we're talking to some sponsors to kind of get that happening, because that's what we need right now is the right amount of sponsors. We have a few, but we need a really, really big one in order for us to make this next league.
Right up. Yo, I want to challenge your battle rap knowledge right quick. All right.
Okay.
All right. So I know we got the major leagues. We got URL, of course. We got King of the Dot. We got Don't Flop. We got well, let me ask you this about Rabri Entertainment. Do you think Rabri Entertainment has surpassed the echelon of just being like a good battle league? Are they like a top?
I can answer that with a yes and no, and I'll tell you why. Rare Breed puts out some of the best battles I've ever seen. I think they put together really, really good cards. I don't think they get the amount of respect they deserve for whatever reason, you know, because I go to their events and, you know, it's a good turnout, but it boggles my mind how they put together these great cards and no one comes out, and, you know, it just, you know, they deserve a lot more credit. I think they're a great battle league. You know, there's leagues that, you know, you can mention and I'll be like, oh no, they don't do enough. But these guys are putting out great battles. Have you watched Daylight versus Oops? It was a groundbreaking. That battle was amazing. Yeah. It was an amazing battle. Right. You know, and you know, they put together a lot. They give the right people the right shots, you know. Right. And I think they do a great job.
Now, before I get into my trivia real quick, now, you know, I saw it was a little bit of controversy, you know, with, you know, somebody made the statement that Jimz should battle Zur Money. And Jimz should battle Zur Money, right? So my question to you is, because I saw the comment that you made, I mean, it's not really, Jimz don't need to take that battle. And I know there's a lot of people, because I stayed in Philly for a while, so I know a lot of people in Philly. And I know Jimz. Jimz is a cool cat. I met him before, and we chopped it up. And Jimz comes on the show all the time and shit, so Jimz really a friend of the network. So my question to you is, why don't you want to see that battle?
There's a few things. First of all, Jimz is my brother. I don't know if people pay attention to how we move, but that's my brother. We go places together. We hang out all the time. We talk all the time. I mean, if I don't talk to him, you know, within 2 days, you know, I reach out to him or he reaches out to me. We've always had that kind of relationship ever since the episode on the bar exam when I brought him in. You know, we just had that good relationship. Him battling Zur Money, and there's no shade to Zur Money because he already feels some type of way about me, which is fine. But I just feel like where Jim's career is going right now, Zur Money would not be the best in his interest. I mean, he just had a debatable with Cortez. Like, Jimz just had a debatable with Cortez. He clearly beat City Towers. I mean, he's battled Shotgun Suge. He's battled Rosenberg Raw. I mean, he's battled Rich Dollars. He's had a pretty decent resume for somebody who just, coming from the trap house. Why would Zur Money be a situation for him? What does Zur Money bring to the table for Jimz? Because, again, now Zur Money, I guess you want to call him an up-and-comer, which is fine, but if I'm Jimz, I'm not battling somebody who has a 10,000, 16,000 view battle. What does that do for me as someone who's coming up and just had a debatable with Cortez? I'm trying to put myself in a better position and get me another good name. I'm waiting for my Cortez battle to drop, because once that battle drops, a whole nother bunch of doors is going to open up for me. Why would I lock myself into Zur Money? Why would I waste my bars on that when I have a better situation in place? You know what I mean? Or a better situation that can be in place.
Okay. All right.
And that's, again, like I said, there's no shade to Zur Money. Again, like I said, he doesn't like me. That's fine. But I'm always going to keep it real when it comes to battle rap. You can ask any battle rapper that talks to me, which they all do, and if they ask me, I go, no, I don't think that's a good situation. No, I think he'll kill you. No, I'm always pretty honest. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, man, yeah, that'd be dope, man. That'd be crazy. You'll kill him. No, you're going to die. If you be like Zur Money's not going to be able to handle what Jimz 2015 Jimz is way more complex than Jimz in 2014. He could have definitely battled him last year. That would have made sense. But right now, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So I guess a question of that would be, okay, I know you kind of spoke about it, but what about Jimz giving Zur a shot?
Jimz is not in a position he's not in a position to give out shots yet because he's still trying to round out his resume.
Okay. All right.
And this is just my opinion. This is not him.
But
this is not him telling me that. This is my opinion on it. What he do from that point on, that's his own business, But I honestly don't think that's going to be a benefit at all.
Okay.
He has no room to give shots right now. He's still trying to build his resume as his name.
Okay.
So at what point in his career do you think would be the sweet spot to where he could help him out but not be dampening his own career?
He has to get at least one more great battle in. He has to have another. He has to have another mid-tier to top-tier battler either have a debatable or a clear win, and then giving shots will be appropriate for him because he's already solidified his spot.
Okay.
Word.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You know?
Now, all right. I know I was talking about giving you the quiz. So we got, all right. Now give me your top 5 leagues that you watch. This is what we're not going to include.
Top 5 that I watch.
Yeah, but we're
order?
not gonna include URL or King of the Dot or Rad Breed.
Okay, so we want just all the smaller leagues.
Yeah.
Right off the top, Trap House, hands down. I think what Trap House does, and when I say Trap House, I mean Trap House New York. I think they put together really good battles when it's called for. I think they breed a lot of good talent. I think We Go Hard, of course. I mean, again, they breed, like those places breed really great talent. You know, We Go Hard, the Trap. I think Spitters League needs a few more years in before they can really do better. But I watched a lot of Spitters League. I'm trying to think. It's really I still watch Street Status. You know, I catch up on them whenever they have anything going on. That's pretty much it, man. I don't really watch a lot of the smaller guys anymore because there's so much. There's so many battles to catch up on. Like there's so many leagues now. Every day you look up and it's another league, jumping up. So it's kind of hard for me to keep up, especially with what I'm trying to do. You know, I try to stay within the relevant leagues because that's the questions that work for me. But if I'm not watching, regular URL or King of the Dot or Don't Flop or any of those guys, those usually the 3 off top that I would watch. Top 5, I don't really watch that many, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, that definitely makes sense. Now, you had a battle with Slave. Are you planning on out there and doing any more battle rapping, or is that
I did that for fun. It wasn't. I'm not a battler. I did it for fun. I did it because I'm surrounded by it. And when you're surrounded by it long enough, you feel like you can do it too. That's pretty much it. It wasn't nothing I would see myself doing as a career. I see the back end of what battle rap does, and I would never want to put myself in a position like that. There's a lot of controversy and money issues and things like that. Well, me personally, I have 2 regular jobs. I got other things that I got to do, that I can't conflict with the battle rap thing. There's a lot of guys who have room to do that. I don't have the room to do it, not at all.
All right. Okay, so who do you feel like is battle rapper of 2015?
Danger Zone, hands down.
All right. That seems to be a pretty general.
Danger Zone, hands down. Danger Zone has put out great material every single battle. He does not sleep. He puts in 100% every single battle, and you have to respect it. You never see a Danger Zone battle and you go, man, what was he doing? No, he puts up every single time. And he's creating his own lane, and for him to be where he's at, to be that high up and still not get the credit he deserves, I find it is amazing.
Why do you think he doesn't get the credit he deserves?
Because you know what they say, if it's not on URL, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I guess.
And until he gets back on the URL stage and does a battle there and does what he's been doing in all these other leagues, they're not going to give him the amount of credit he deserves. They're going to go, Danger Zone did really good this year, but Shotgun Suge, man, he killed it this year. And he go, no, he didn't. He did great, but he didn't do as great as Danger Zone did. He had nowhere near the complexity of battles as fucking Danger Zone did.
Right.
Word up.
That was definitely.
You see what happens when you call Guy Feltherthy, Math Hopper, my phone, and now my phone's dead. Fucking with y'all.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yo,
I
man,
figured y'all wanted that exclusive.
Appreciate that, bro, man. Hey, we definitely gonna link back up with you. I know you gotta run, and we gotta get our next guest on. But tell the people where they can follow you at. Tell the people the links, everything.
Oh, well, you already know. Make sure you log on and subscribe to our YouTube channel at 15MOFE Radio and on our website, www.15mofe.com. But now, if you wanna follow me on Instagram, it's Feltherthy, FELTHERTHY, or on my Facebook is the same, and then my Twitter is Guy_Feltherthy. hit me up. Do what you're doing. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.
Yo.
That's a great interview calling in tonight.
Real quick before you go, I got to ask you one more question. You know the John and Wavy battle dropped. Is it me, or was it like the crowd was whacking Wavy's third round, or am I tripping?
No, Wavy was whacking his third round. If you really just mute out the crowd and listen to what Wavy was saying. You're square and you have little holes because you're a cracker. Do you really think that was not clever by any means? That was not clever, And shout out to Wavy because Wavy did good. His first 2 rounds was great, but I felt like what he thought was he was going to come with 2 good rounds, sleep on the third, and coach through it, which he didn't. That third round was not up to what his level should be. He's better than that.
Word. Okay. Man, again, appreciate you stopping through, bro. Hey, come back.
I appreciate
anytime,
y'all.
Man.
All right. Salute to all y'all. Shoot Body Count Radio,
Absolutely.
Word
Thank
up.
you. Really
Make sure y'all
appreciate it.
watch that Barks and Game Show.
Absolutely.
Word.
Make sure to catch